Hello and welcome to Legion Outpost. Today we are doing something a little different. We're going to do a list build, and I know we've done list build before, so I'm sure you guys know that. But today we're going to do a random leader list build, and we're going to start with each faction. But today we're going to do the Imperials, and so I'm not really an Emperor player, but Imperial player, but I'm going to do a list build from that. We're going to do a random list build. So we're going to get our randomizer, and we're going to spin the wheel, and that's who the leader is, commander is, and then we'll build a list from there and see what we can come with. So here we go. We're going to the random list builder. Let's spin that wheel. Here we go. Who are we going to get? Any guess? Oh, that's an easy one. It's an easy one. General Veers. Okay. Maybe that's too easy. Do we do something a little harder? I just don't want to end up with like something I never played before. Well, let's do General Veers real quick. He's really easy. He can make a lot of good lists with General Veers. He is a good leader to work with. So we're just going to head on over to our list builder. And as usual, we're using Legion HQ, which is my favorite list builder. And we already know we're going to be using General Veers. Now, General Veers, he makes a great list builder. And I like to have some vehicles with him. So command cards, let's look really quickly at, not objectives, command cards. We're going to go into command cards. We're going to go with that one because we're playing Veers. We're going to go with that one and that one. And this one is sneaky good. Like Pinned Down is one of my favorite cards. So I'm going to take that. I didn't know if we said that you could only use Veers. So we'll just go with only Veers as leader, name character. Now, here's the question is, which one do I use? 3 units or 3 units? That depends on what I'm going to build. So I'll come back to that one. We're going to take a look at really quickly. We're not going to go any other operatives or leaders because that's kind of sneaky if we're doing that. Maybe we do a spin for operatives too at some point, but we'll go with this. Just simply this. I'm going to go with some heavies because Veers likes vehicles, and I don't play with heavies very often. And I just bought another Gav tank, so I bought another Gav tank. So I'm going to go with 2. And if I'm going to run the Gav, I'm going to run it with this gun, the RTX 97X rifle. It's cheap. It's only 14 points. The other one's only 4 points more, but I like getting lots of dice. So that's 4 white and 1 red. Range 1 to 4 on both of them. You lose the impact for the extra 2 dice. I mean, you downgrade 1 dice from red to white, but that's the one I'm going to go with. And if I'm going to do this, I'm going to be putting something on it. So I'm going to go with this so that when I give orders. Now, this is the question is, can I afford to add in a gunner? So we'll start with, well, let's maybe give the aim and start. We're just going to take that and double that up. Where's the double on the... There should be a thing to double it. Oh, well. When I do it on my... Well, let's do that again. See there... Oops. Why did it not... Oh, I know why. Because he's a named leader, so I can't double it. Okay, so we're not going to be doubling him, obviously. There we go. So I'm going to put something on those, and I'm going to go with 2 E-webs. This is kind of a classic build, and got some suppression out there. Look here real quick. It's got impact 2. So I think I got a lot of impact with 4, impact 4. So I'm going to go with suppression, and then I'm going to give them aims because they're going to get orders because they're going to be riding in the back of the Gav tanks, and they're going to get orders every time. So that's kind of a handy. So when I use that 2 pip, I'm going to be giving 4 orders out because this gives two vehicles. They'll get a Dodge, and then these will get 2 orders and also get themselves an AIM. And when you're measuring from the E-Web for range, you're actually measuring from the outside of the base of the occupier when they're on it. So that's kind of even gives you further range on those E-Webs, which now your range 3 is almost like a range 4. So it just gives you a bit more range too and more mobility. So it's kind of good. Now we're going to quickly go over to our troopers. We're going to add in that, get us some fire support here. And when we do this, I love this gun. Critical 1, black, white, 4. But on this guy, we're actually going to put him just so we can get the extra leader. And we're going to actually get him to recon out a bit. And so when this guy gets an order, he's actually able to give an order to them and another unit. And then on that other unit, I'm going to go with snow troopers. And you're thinking, why snow troopers? Because, well, they are slow, but because of steady, I can do a lot with them. And they're going to be my sniper unit. And so we're going to put him on there. And those snow troopers are going to have that steady to give them that sniper shot. And so we're looking pretty good at 8 activations, 697. We can get another activation or 2 in there. So if we want, let's see, what can we get in there? If we continue to go with this mode, can we get shore and okay. It leaves us with a little bit of points. That just gives us 10 activations, which is kind of cool. Let's see. I got a repair out of that. And then there. Okay, because I'm going with 5 core units, I'm going to pick that last card to be the core one. So let's look back at that command card and do our core there. Now, let's go back and see here. First order is Veers only, if not the first one. Ambush can be any unit, and if I give it to the one unit with Gideon Haas, I can technically get 4 units on it, so that's pretty good. And then this one, 2 vehicles, that gives 4 activation tokens out. Pin down is going to be really good because it's giving it to the tanks again. That gives us 4, and anything with a unit puts away tokens. So every one of those ones we can take away a lot of tokens if we want. Then we've got General Veers and 2 units. So again, we can get a lot of orders out by doing this. The only thing that might be better is if I can get a comms officer and get myself I'd be going down to 9 activations though. And then coordinate fire gives it to 3, and you do that right. Those 3, no, you give it to, I'm going to actually get rid of that one because it's better to do it to get the vehicles than that. I have more options that way. So I could do this, put a comms officer in there, and then a relay. I've gone down an activation now, but I have way more order control. And because I could get out of that, and I can go Stormtrooper and get myself a weapon. Give me a little bit of impact or critical. I'm going to go with the impact. And then give me that so I can get, especially gives me that aim. There, that's not bad. Or I can take that off of that. No. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to go with that. So 9 activations, General Veers first. The only question is, do I want to get the extra crits on the surge to hits on the occupier tank? If that's the case, I need to get rid of. Yeah, the occupier tank. If I go to surge hits, that's 10 points. I need to get rid of 10 points somewhere. The obvious is 5 there. And then I don't know where else I would be able to get rid of the next 5 unless I get. No, specialist is handy. I can get rid of. Delminko having all that repair is good. No, I can't see where I'm going to get rid of that extra 5, so I'm just not going to be able to go with that. Do I go with that? Choose a friendly trooper unit, and you are transporting or in range 1 to 2, and gain an aim and a suppression token. An extra aim would be handy. Range 1 to 2. If I keep Delmiko kind of in range of them, or an extra aim could always be handy. And that gives me another commander if I have to. Technically, yeah, let's give that a try. 9 activations. Okay, so here's the deal. This has been a total random build, and so it's been built randomly. And so because I built this randomly, I'm actually going to play this next time I play. I'm going to videotape it, and so that we can see how I did. There'll be a battle report with this list coming out soon, the random build list, and I'll just call this random. Now, people are not going to be expecting the alpha strike that you can do with this, because if you go back into here and we go like even pinned down, let's take a look at pinned down. 2 supports are heavy, so these 2 heavies get the orders. They give them to the E-webs, which now I have 4 activations with orders, and then I pop the HQ uplink here, which Gideon Haas can order the snow troopers or the stormtroopers, and the unit can order the mortars. So therefore, I will only have General Veers, or we can have General Veers and 1 trooper, so it's 50-50 draw. So that's not too bad. It's kind of a handy little thing. The other thing I could do, and I could quickly go back in here, and I could use improvise orders, and then I always know who I'm getting. But no, I think that's pretty good. I'd be pretty happy with getting General Veers or the Stormtrooper drawn out, and that way I can just steadily move along. That I think is good. Now objectives. So we could do hostage. Not preferable. Bombing run could be handy. We're not going real fast, but breakthrough, by the time if we bring those tanks up, we could break in pretty quick, and then you have 2 units in the zone. So that's not too bad, because at the end of the game, each player gains a victory token for each of their leaders within the enemy deployment zone. So that gives you like 4 points right there if you can keep those tanks alive in it. Intercept transmission, not a very good. Definitely key positions because I can hold that middle. Sabotage moisture. We'll do breakthrough. And I actually think payload because we can move along pretty good on that. Not that with 800 points we're definitely going to get it or not, but we can be a little more. Advanced positions is good. Dangerous close. Do we want dangerous close? We don't have a lot of range, but we do have enough. Major offensive. The long march kind of keeps us from getting flanked by the bikes, so maybe longer march. Disarray. Could do disarray. Yeah, I'm going to do disarray. And then rapid reinforcements. I don't hate that. See, the rapid reinforcements I don't hate because of stormtroopers, right? So I can kind of like use that to my advantage. Do hostile. Okay, so a list, and if I was playing this, I think my ace in my sleeve is pinned down, especially if I'm playing Gar, because you want to be able to pop off 4 of their order tokens so that they can't get that forever loving support. Imperial Disciplines is not bad because Veers and 2 vehicles. That's giving you 5 orders, and then all you have to in your draw is core. Assault is really sneaky good here because again I could do Veers and then the 2 vehicles, and then all I have left is core. This is the 2 vehicles, and I could pop the HQ uplink, giving me just core and Veers in there. Ambush. This is another one that's kind of going to be a rough one. It's the second time you might want to pop that HQ uplink and get you a little more control. I don't know if I want to play ambush anytime in the early game. Firepower, same thing. It's going to be a rough one. I think you could use the firepower the first round and kind of wait for your vehicles the second round. Once things move, then the second round you come in with pin down or Imperial Discipline or Salt, and you just got bang, hit them with all those great attacks. So I think that's kind of where we're going to go. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't liked and subscribed, take the time to like and subscribe. We'll put up more videos like this. And we have some giveaways to give away. I've got myself some cool little dice that I want to give away. And so this is something I'm going to do if you like and subscribe on these videos. I get more than 20 likes on a video, I'm going to pick somebody to get one of these cool dice. These dice are brake vehicle dice, and I bought these to give away, and they just have the different dice that you roll to determine what brake damage you have, and it's just kind of a cool smoke dice, and we're going to give one of those away anytime we get more than 20 likes on a video for anybody who's liked, subscribed, and comments. So just tell me if you want a dice, and that's something we'll give away. There we go. Thank you guys for being a part of this, and may the Force always be with you. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.